morning. Welcome to Live at 5:55. I think I've got some ads playing in the background. Just one moment. Already. It's Monday. Yay! Oh, trying to play a song this morning and all I got was ads. Oh no, here we go. Now it's here. Good everyone. Hi everyone, Michelle House from Rich Living here for High Vibes Live at 5:55. Welcome. If this is your first time, we do a bit of dancing. If it's not your first time, you know how we roll. I remember this song. I used to love this song. I used to love it. I still love it. I still love it. All right, as Facebook does its job and starts to build our audience, I'm just going to keep the music on for a little bit while I just go around and share, because it's taking some time this morning. Oh my God. How's that? Can everybody see me? Hey Gemma. Hi Melinda. Hey Catherine. Hey Sonia. Good morning Robin. That's not me commenting and talking. Good morning Nerden. Can everybody see me okay? I just had a bit of an interruption there. All good? Today is a really good day. All right, hang on. Let me just do my thing. So, interrupted transmission. Hold on. Hold on. I'm coming back. Awesome. All right, okay. So, I'm just going to run around and do the things that I need to do here from a tech perspective. But in the meantime, who saw the full moon over the weekend? Where were you? Where did you see it? It was pretty spectacular. She was absolutely gorgeous. We were down at Labrador on the Gold Coast and got a little bit of, not a little bit of a sneak peek, but a beautiful surprise as she came up over the mangrove area there. It was really, really beautiful. All right, hang on a sec. Let me do this share and then I'll be right with you. Copy link address. Who's set for a really good week? Here we go. Right, I'm all yours. I'm all yours. Did we all do the nut bush there? Remember? All right. Yeah, the skating rink back. Totally. Wasn't a speed skating song though, was it? It was just like a cruisy one. I used to love it. That's such a cool idea. Hang on, let me just turn that off. I should Blondie, Call Me was one of the speed skating songs. I remember that one. Hey Paula, 8 p.m. You're in the UK, aren't you, Paula? Awesome. So we've got transmission. Everybody can see me. I've done my sharing. We're all sorted. Too cold to go and watch. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're excused. We watched while we were sitting in the water. Good morning, Lisa. Nice to see you, Lisa. Nerden. I know, so disorganized. Good evening from the UK. Hi, Catherine. We've got 4 people from the UK this morning. How lovely to see you. Yes, right. Let's get started. Today I want to talk about Northern Ireland. Oh, how beautiful. How beautiful. I was in Northern Ireland. Oh, my God. 14 years ago now. Wow, seems like yesterday. Beautiful, beautiful place of the world. All right, let's get started. Today is a really good day. Start saying that to yourself right now. Today is a really good day. It's going to be a great day. Great things are going to happen to you. Great things are going to happen to you. Okay, I wanted to really start this week off in high vibes. Last week was a bit all over the place, floundering, flourishing. But this week, let's step into the space of today is going to be a great day. And I know that that may trigger some already always listening thoughts for you. I'll come back to that in a second, where you go, she's got no idea what's going on in my life today. This is happening, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. No bloody way it's going to be a good day for me. Well, let me invite you to try something a little bit different just today and see how it works for you. As you're all aware, I've been really immersing myself back in all of the books I've read over the last, 20 years. And I'm doing a reread, and I'm also doing a re-listen with audio books and all that wonderful technology we have now. No more CDs in my Walkman. So I've been really immersing myself back into, not back into, because I've always been in that space, but you know, it's just that top up for me. So people like Esther Hicks, Eckhart Tolle, they're forefront in my mind right now. And one of the things I remember Eckhart Tolle writing about was, in any given situation, there are three opportunities that there are three things that we can bring to that situation in order for it to continue to be a really good day. We can bring acceptance, we can bring enthusiasm, and we can bring enjoyment. So he gives this great example of, you know, you've got a flat tire and you're out in the middle of nowhere and it's pouring with rain. Now you can sit in the car and cry and talk about it for a couple of hours and go, it's always happening to me, it's always happening to me. Or it's going to be pretty hard to bring enthusiasm to it. It's probably going to be pretty hard to bring enjoyment to it, but you can bring acceptance to it and accept the fact that it's raining and that you need to change your tire. And I've found that over the last 14 years at least, when I've brought any of those three ways of being into an event or a conversation, it completely shifts the way it was going to go. So let's take something else. Let's take paying the bills, paying the invoices for blessings already received. Some people aren't going to bring a lot of enthusiasm to that. It's not going to be enjoyable for a lot of you. What you can do is you can bring acceptance to it, and you can accept, okay, this invoice needs to be paid today. And then bring the gratitude into it. And then bring the good vibes, bring the high vibes, because that's actually where the high vibes start. Acceptance, enjoyment, enthusiasm. So what's something that would have you today, Monday, maybe you're going to work and you're going, I've got to go to work again, I really don't like my job. Or maybe you're in business going, business is really hard and really sucky and I don't know. Has anyone got anything that they want me to quickly talk them through this morning? Sonia, Lisa, don't rub it in. Sonia, it's an amazing day. It is an amazing day. Oh, Emma! Emma's had the most awesome weekend. Hi, Emma. Nice to see you, honey. So has anybody got anything that they're looking at in their life right now and they're going, I really cannot see how this shitty situation is where I'm going to be able to bring acceptance, enjoyment, or enthusiasm to it? Anyone? My son needs to watch this, 19 and going through his first heartbreak. Oh, bless. Bless. And, you know, that's hard. A heartbreak is hard. Why don't we go there? Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Funny. It's forefront of people's minds. First heartbreaks. Gosh, you've just given me a flashback to mine when I was probably 19. Emma's at the airport waiting to come home. So let's just have a look at heartbreak. And how can you can't bring enthusiasm to that. You can't bring enjoyment to that. Can you bring acceptance? You can, but it's going to take time. And that really brings us back to the stages of grief. There are stages of grief. You know, there's denial, anger, something. I don't know them all off by heart. I'll find a link and I'll send it to you. But you need to actually go through that. And the final one of grief is acceptance. So while he's grieving and while he's sad, and for any of you that are going through any kind of grief right now, sit in the grief. And this is what I said, I think on one of last week's 555s when I had that year off after my dad died last year. So I had 2017 was pretty much a year off where I would just immerse myself in the grief. I'm really fortunate that financially I was able to do that, by the way. And I can show you guys how to do that. But I was able to immerse myself in the grief. I was able to be sad, cranky, angry, frustrated, pissed off. I was able to be all of those things and just be present to it. And then after time, I came to accept it, which everybody does. We do all move on. It's the amount of time that it takes. And then in that acceptance, I can then look at the gift. So, you know, Lisa, your son will look at the gift one day, probably not in the near future, but he will look at the gift. I look back on my heartbreak from 19, when I was 19, and I look at the gift of that. I look at the gift, you know, breaking up with him actually opened the doors to another wonderful person that I became involved with and had a relationship. And then I learned a lot about that person, and I also learned a lot about myself. And then there was the next person. Well, there weren't that many. I saying there weren't that many, but you get my drift. You get my drift, right? Lisa, I know he'll be fine, but it's going through the process. He said life is crap. I didn't like the girl anyway. Okay. I know life is crap. And, you know, when we're supporting other people that are going through something like this, we need to be with them. And, you know, what was I listening to? I think it was Esther Hicks. Yeah, contrast, black and white, right? Where there's black, there is white. Where there's love, there's emptiness and loneliness. So it's in showing him the contrast of it that we see what it is that we really want. You know, when I look back to when I was $75,000 in consumer debt and the bills just coming in, and then go to the letterbox, and then there'd be another credit card statement, go to the letterbox, and then there'd be a business loan, and then go to the letterbox, and it's driving me crazy. But it was in that contrast that I could, where I was going, whoa, I don't want my life looking like this, where I could see, I want my life looking like this. So it's actually a gift that we are given the contrast when we can look at it and go, thank you for showing me that. I'm fully aware of what I don't want. One of the things that was highlighted to me when I was listening to whatever I was listening to, and I think it was today, was it today? Oh my God, it's only 6 o'clock, so it probably wasn't today, it was probably yesterday, was about the program. And I'm going through the launch sequence, and you know what I'm doing with Money School. And, you know, there's still that part in me that goes, what if I've done all of this work and spent all this money and nobody wants to come? What am I going to do? There is always that fear that that's going to happen. But straight away, I go, hang on a sec. You're showing me lack. And the contrast to lack is prosperity. Thank you for showing me lack. You've just reminded me that I am prosperous. Yeah, look at all those things where I am prosperous. Oh, that's right. Prosperity, 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 tick, 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 prosperity. Abundance, abundance, yep, yep, yep. So it's in the contrast. It's never not going to be there. It's never not going to be there. Contrast will always be there to remind us where we want to be. Making sense? Nerden, I have a personal training session tonight, and I know I'm going to be so tired from work. Not looking forward to that, but I can't get it out. I can't get out of it either. Okay, so how can you approach that with acceptance, enthusiasm, and enjoyment? So can you think back to one of the training sessions that you had, that you came out of it and you just went, oh, I'm going to really hurt tomorrow, but that was really good. Have you ever felt joy from a workout, Nerden? Type it in there for me while I have a sip. Because I know for me, I'm going back to the gym today. I've had a week off, and I'm just looking at the words, acceptance, enjoyment. It's enjoyment for me. Okay, so you've had joy, so it's brought you joy. So tune into that feeling, and I know for you that you are, that this is one of your biggest intentions for this year for you is health and vitality. So tune into that feeling of feeling health and vitality brings me joy. Maybe it also gives you energy to play with your kids. Think of all of the great things that health, not this training session, that health and vitality will bring to you. Yeah. So it's also going to bring you maybe easier breathing. I know sometimes it's hard to move around and walk if you're carrying extra weight or you're not feeling very fit. So health and vitality, I'm saying that purely from personal experience, by the way. Health and vitality, why do I want it? I want to live longer. I want to contribute more to society. Goes and goes and goes and goes. So tune into all of the amazing, wonderful things, because today's a really good day. Tune into all of those wonderful, amazing things that, is it a 30-minute training session? That a 30-minute training session is going to bring to your life. Just one session. Just one session. It's going to high vibe you. It's going to put a smile on your face. They just do. I know sometimes it's like, oh, I got to get back into it. I know for me today it was a little bit of, oh, I got to get back into it. Is that going to be hard? And then I went, no, it's actually going to be easy because I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, and trying to think of the end result rather than the process. So the bigger picture. So I just also, Beck, if you pay for health improving things now, good for you. You don't have to pay the doctor later. Awesome, I love it. I just want to go back to Lisa and what she was saying before about her son. So I was listening to whatever I was listening to, and it reminded me that in the contrast, so I'll tell you what it was. I broke up with a boyfriend, and I was in my mid to late 20s, and I was just like, oh, for fuck's sake, I'm never going to get married. Whatever. What the hell? I thought this was going to work. And I went, you know what? Okay, thank you for showing me the contrast. What do I want? So I got clear, and I want this in a man. 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 I want my man to be like this. I want my man to be like this. And I wrote out a massive list. All the way, you know, and one of the details in that list was, and it's got to be in a mutually convenient location. I remember that list really well. But then what I did with it, I put the list away. I wrote it out. I went, done, got it. Okay, whatever. Let's go. Let's go have some fun, girls. Went out. We had fun. We partied. We did whatever. Had some good times with my girlfriends. But in such a short period of time, because I was clear and firm about my intention, and then I let it go. I didn't then go to every nightclub or every movie cinema and then go, is that him? Oh, that kind of looks like the guy on my list. Is that him? Oh, no, that might be him. I didn't do that. I just let it go, right? A couple of weeks, people, I was at a wedding. I was at a wedding of somebody who worked for me at the recruitment company, and her brother had eyes for me. I had eyes for him. And, you know, there's Jonathan. So he was, but it wasn't until years later that I was packing up and looked at that list and went, oh my God, that's him. So it's also in our intention and our letting go that magic happens. Yeah? All right. Today's a really good day. Who's saying that and saying it with conviction? Today is a really good day. You know what? Today is a really good day because you woke up. I wanted to show you this morning. You know, on your phones, sorry, I'm going to do this so you can see actually what I'm doing. My alarm clock on my phone says, oh, here we go. Can you see that? Thank you for another day. You know how you can label your alarm? So as soon as my alarm goes off and I pick it up and I look at it, I get thank you for another day. So thank you for another day. Today is a really, really good day. Great things are going to happen. Good things are going to happen to me today. I am going to choose to bring to any situation acceptance or enjoyment or enthusiasm. One of those three. Not bringing anything else. Not bringing anything else to them. I'm just going to pick one of those three. I'm not bringing poor me, suffering, poverty. I'm not bringing any lack. I'm not bringing any of that. I'm bringing enthusiasm, acceptance, or enjoyment. That's it. And then I want you to tell me how you go. All right? Excellent. And you know what? I forgot. I gotta stop doing this. I need a script. When I'm doing my lives, it would be super, super awesome if you click the share button. I know there's a little share button that comes up while you're watching. If you can click the share button, because nobody knows about me unless they hear from you. That'd be awesome. All right, today is a really good day, Georgina. That's all we can hope for, just waking up. And then we bring our best to that day. Let's go bring your best, girlfriends. High vibes. See you later. I'll see you tomorrow for 5:55.